What's up, guys? My name is Eric. Just to introduce myself. This is the I made my little YouTube account not too long ago, and this is my first time making these videos and posting it on YouTube. Just to spare my time. This isn't necessary. None of these videos are necessary. But I see all these other people doing it, and I guess me too. Because I do have opinions on my own. And rather than just talking to myself or intermonologuing in my head, uh, rather just share it. Even though I doubt that anyone's gonna even look at this, but if they do, they'll look at this one. If they want to know any person's opinions, just because they're curious on this year's Mayhem Festival 2012. I'm going to be talking about the summer festivals. This one in particular is just about Mayhem Festival. I'll be talking about some other ones in some other video because I only have 10 minutes in this one, so I'm just going to cut right to the chase. This year we have some haters of Mayhem Festival, my bad. If I said Warped Tour before, I apologize. Please forgive me. I meant Mayhem Festival. They're both by Kevin Lynham anyway, so that's why I get confused between the two. But anyways, Mayhem Festival 2012. Gonna get right to the chase. Haters and excited people, of course, they're both here at Mayhem this year. It's very unfortunate that it's not gonna be in West Palm Beach this year. I have to drive like an extra 2 to 3 hours or so to Tampa because that's where it's gonna be at this year. And this year is gonna be my first Mayhem Festival. Why am I making a video about this if I don't have any experience? This is because I have opinions about the bands that are going to be there, and I just want to get that put into a video rather than just talk to my animals because nobody's here. I'm home alone, and it passes the time. It's not. I'm just going to cut right to the chase. I'm going to start because if you look at the Mayhem list, you see bands that are in the bottom of the list, and then it goes up into the bigger bands. You got bands playing. Supposedly they have a Sumerian stage this year. Supposedly Upon a Burning Body and I the Breather is going to be there. But we'll get to that some other time. I'm just going to name the ones that are on that list when you click bands on the Mayhem site. Starting with High on Fire. High on Fire is going to be at Mayhem this year. I don't know enough about them to say anything in particular. I don't know anything about their music. I don't know where they're from. I don't know what the guys are, what their lyrics are about. I don't know who they've toured with. I don't know shit about them. I just don't know. I don't know enough. I don't know enough for me to make an opinion about them. However, I have heard a song off their new EP. If you guys can tell me the title of this song because I can't remember it, please put it down in the comment. I would appreciate it. I know half of the song title is Fertile. Fertile is the first half of the title, and the second half is what I'm having struggle trying to remember. So if you know that song, if you're a High on Fire fan and you know that song, please put it down in the comment. I would appreciate it. I've heard that song and it was actually pretty good. And I'm not excited to see them just because I don't know anything about them. I don't know what to expect, but that's the beauty of it all because I'm gonna get to see something new. Most likely, some of the bands that I see live are better than the track. That's what I've experienced from the shows I've been to. The bands that I like that I listen to daily are even 10 times better live. So even though I don't listen to High on Fire that much because I've only heard a song again, hopefully after Mayhem Festival I'll start getting into them more because that one song, Fertile, is really good. It's a really good song. Also on the lineup for Mayhem Festival is Whitechapel. This is a big deal for me because I'm personally I think Whitechapel is a phenomenal band. I have seen them twice in 2011. My first time seeing them was in August for the Summer Slaughter Tour. They would have done Warped Tour or Mayhem Fest last year, but they were on the Summer Slaughter Tour with the Black Dahlia Murder and Oceano. By the way, off the record, Oceano fans, Oceano is breaking up, going on hiatus. I don't know, I just know that they're not going to be doing shows anymore, and it's disheartening and upsetting, I know. Anyways, and they also on that tour was Dying Fetus, As Blood Runs Black, 6 Feet Under, and Darkest Hour. Really good tour. There was not one band on that tour that I didn't like. That was my first time seeing them, and it was phenomenal, by the way. And my second time seeing them was at the Devil Wears Prada's Dead Throne tour, and they were pretty live too, with For Today, and obviously the Devil Wears Prada. And I will be seeing them for my third time at this year's Warped Tour. I mean, fuck, I keep saying Warped Tour. I'm sorry, I'm used to it. I've been to Warped Tour, I haven't been to Mayhem, so I'm used to the Warped Tour. Saying it, at least. Mayhem Festival. They're going to be at Mayhem Festival this year. They were there in 2009, but I wasn't there in 2009. I would have loved to be because it was in West Palm Beach, of course, a drive from Miami, which is where I live. And also Cannibal Corpse was there. I love Cannibal Corpse. So, hey, it's disheartening. They're not done with the Mayhem list yet. I'm hoping to see Cannibal Corpse on that Mayhem Festival 2012 lineup because I would also like to see Cannibal Corpse. But, hey, we're talking about Whitechapel here. Whitechapel is brutal. They're heavy. Their lyrics are just so inspiring to me. They talk about shit that goes on in the world and religion. Talk about, like, false gods and all that stuff. My personal favorite album from Whitechapel is The Somatic Defilement. That's their older stuff, but that's my personal favorite just because it's more grotesque and just more disgusting and just fucking metal. I'm hoping they play some of the stuff live at Mayhem this year. Also going in Mayhem this year is As I Lay Dying. As I Lay Dying is a really good metal band. I have to say that. I love their stuff. They have this new EP called Decas. It was not my favorite work from As I Lay Dying just because I don't like remix EPs. They have like these little somewhat dubstep remix to their songs. Like Whitechapel's Recorrupted EP. They have like Big Chocolate dubstep remixes. Which I fucking can't stand, by the way. I hate it when metal bands want to like convert like a good masterpiece song, like An Ocean Between Us, turned into like some sort of dubstep song. I don't like it. There's only Paralyzed is the only Decca song that I like. But everything else, the Powerless Rise was phenomenal. An Ocean Between Us was phenomenal. And Fairworks Collapse was amazing also as well. Those are my 3 top favorite albums from As I Lay Dying. Shadows of Security is good too, but those other 3 As I Lay Dying albums are my best. I have This Is Who We Are DVD. It's sitting right over there. I'm not going to go get it because that's kind of far. Anyways, if you're an As I Lay Dying fan, you know what it is. It's their live DVD. I've seen it like a million times. I'm hoping to experience that for myself this year at Mayhem Festival. Also going in... Okay, I only have like 9 minutes left, so I'm going to cut right into it. Also going at Mayhem this year, Asking Alexandria. This is where the talk begins. This is why the video before I didn't get to finish this video. I ran out of time. Now, I'm not going to bitch and rant that Asking Alexandria is going to Mayhem this year like other videos that I've seen. However, I am going to say that Asking Alexandria doesn't necessarily belong at Whitechapel. I mean, I love Whitechapel. Forgive me. They don't belong at Mayhem Festival. Because Mayhem Festival is more for, like, heavy metal bands. Asking Alexandria gets a lot of haters and a lot of arguments because supposedly they're not like a real metal band. They're like a bunch of posers claiming to be metal. Supposedly they're not a metal band, they're a screamo band. And their Stand Up and Scream album, that was Screamo. That was Screamo. I'm not gonna go into details. I have limited time on this video. I'm just gonna go. The Stand Up and Scream album was Screamo. Reckless and Relentless was a very metal album. I have to say, it was least. There was less electronic shit in it, which, by the way, I hate. That's why I hate Attack Attack and all those other people. But anyway, that's something else. But I don't know. I just think that Asking Alexandria, like other people said, belong in places like Warped Tour and Bamboozle Fest. They don't belong at Mayhem Festival. Mayhem Festival is for like heavy metal bands. Supposedly now, Asking Alexandria is getting heavier. They are, but some people say that they're not metal. I don't know. A lot of controversy with them. A lot of haters. I don't like Asking Alexandria. Although they do play a sick show. I saw them at Warped Tour last year. They're pretty fucking sick. Their pits are awesome. Their energy's awesome. Their vocals suck live, but happens. Because there's a lot of bands nowadays. That's why it's very good. It's very rare to find good modern metal bands nowadays. Vocally, musically, lyrically, all that stuff. Asking Alexandria does, in my opinion, doesn't belong at Mayhem Festival. They should stay at Bamboozle and Warped Tour Festival. But I gotta admit, they do play a sick show, and I guess I'll just have to see what happens at Mayhem Festival. Just punch people in the pit. I don't know. Also on Warped Tour this year, the Devil Wears Prada. Now I'm gonna make this short and sweet. The Devil Wears Prada plays a sick show. They really do. I've seen them twice. Last year's Warped Tour and on the Dead Throne Tour. I mentioned this earlier. They toured with Whitechapel. They're good live. A lot of people, again, a lot of haters for the Devil Wears Prada too. They're a Warped Tour band. Which in some cases that is true. I'm shocked to see the Devil Wears Prada on Mayhem Festival. Asking Alexandria just doesn't belong in Mayhem Festival. The Devil Wears Prada, I'm not sure. I just know that it shocked me when I saw the Devil Wears Prada on that lineup this year. Cause yeah, they're heavy. Especially now, they've been touring with more and more like heavy metal bands since Dead Throne came out. That's the recent album. And my personal favorite, which is practically death metal. It practically is. It's brutal as fuck. And it is the Zombie EP. Dude, the whole album talks about slaying zombies. And what a good way to open it than that one song, Escape. Which is... it's insane. Dude, if the Zombie EP is not metal, then I don't know what the fuck metal is. And that's funny to say because, like, I know some pretty good metal bands. So, stop hating on the Devil Wears Prada, guys. They're not that bad. Maybe they shouldn't be on Mayhem. Maybe Mayhem isn't their place either. Maybe they are a Warped Tour band. But come on, they're not that bad live. They're not like Asking Alexandria. They're not. So stop hating on TDWP, man. Come on, stop being bitches. Also, now we're getting into the bigger bands. Anthrax is one of the bands headlining on one of the stages. I don't know the names of the stages. I don't listen to Anthrax that much, so I can't really... I just know that they play some sort of thrash metal. I listen to thrash metal. So, you know, I'll be glad to see them at Mayhem too. If you know anything about them, please put some information down in the comments so I can know more about them too. Motorhead is coming, and I think they're playing main stage. But, again, I don't know much about them either. As the more we go up, the more, you know, I don't know about Motorhead. I just know they did Triple H from WWE. They did like 2 of his theme songs. But, I think my dad's home. Anyways. Yeah, they did 2 of his songs. If you know more about Motorhead, put it down in the comments too. Now, almost done. Slayer is coming to Mayhem Festival, along with Slipknot. Slayer and Slipknot, Mayhem Festival is going to be crazy. They're going to have a huge crowd base this year. two of the most mainstream. I personally don't listen to anything mainstream, but Slayer is definitely an exception. Slayer and Slipknot are definitely an exception. They're gonna have a huge crowd this year. You know how many people listen to Slayer and Slipknot? A lot. So, I mean, Mayhem Festival is gonna be crazy this year because of those two bands. I listen to more of Slayer